I'm a black man. I like to eat fried chicken, sure. Watermelon tastes great. I am not slinging dope. I don't plan on going to jail anytime soon. I do not sag my pants. I don't do that. I don't do those things. So we're not a monolith, right?
There was actually a character called Sapphire Stevens on the Amazon Andy show.
And I guess you think you could cook, clean, and get along just fine all by yourself.
I does.
The representation of the angry black women. And that's kind of metamorphosized to today, where we just have sassy, angry black women who doesn't take anything from anybody.
Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
Cooking with.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode here on The Bridge Reacts, and I'm your host here on the channel, Marcus. Thank you for stopping by to see another episode here on The Bridge, where we're talking about good things, we're talking about great things, we're also talking about positive things as well. Here on The Bridge, where we're trying to decrease the divorce rate, add into long-lasting relationships and marriages, stronger family unit, stronger family dynamics, mom and dad being there for the kids so they can be a great asset to society, stronger working force and community. If you like what we talk about here on the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell as well, and welcome to the channel. To all the new subscribers and new viewers, thank you for stopping by to see another episode here on The Bridge. And helping us in our goal, trying to get 500 subscribers by the end of this year. We only got like, what, 14, 15 more days. My math could be off. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep in the last 24 hours. But today's video, we are talking about the stereotype when it comes to our black ladies. Another video talking about women. And a positive is, we are tired of hearing about the black stereotypical women stereotype or trope, such as the three major ones, Mammy, Jezebel, and Sapphire. And this is what we're looking at here in the Al Jazeera English. It's the channel, and it's talking about literally the Mammy, Jezebel, and Sapphire stereotyping black women in the media. Let's go ahead and take a look at this, and please support the original content creator, and let's get straight to it.
Yes, Lord, got to get out.
The Mammy,
You tell me who you want done, and I'll do the hell out of it.
the Jezebel,
Shut it up. You are such a big baby.
and the Sapphire. Submissive, sexy, sassy. Three stereotypes of black women that return to our screens over and over again.
The mammy is probably the most familiar to people. It's usually a maid, heavy, taking care of the family.
You is kind, you is smart, you is important.
She is asexual. She doesn't have really a life of her own. She's really only there to support the family.
And probably one of the most famous examples is Mammy from Gone with the Wind.
Just hold on and suck in.
Somebody who is always seeking out to put aside her own desires, her own needs for white families, white men, white women, white children.
Meet Sugar Hill, sexiest, deadliest chick in town.
The second stereotype is the Jezebel, and that's someone who's generally oversexed.
Is mysterious,
Her only power is in her body and in the influence she has over men.
unattainable.
And then finally, the Sapphire character, I think that's seen in TV more often than anything else.
Get some Kleenex, wipe your nose, cause it ain't that damn sad.
The Sapphire is usually sharp-tongued, manipulative woman who emasculates her husband.
And so far, I think like right now in today's world, like pause it here for just a second. In today's world, what's being marketed the most, I believe, you can tell me your thoughts in the comment section, the Jezebel and the Sapphire trope. Like, the Jezebel, I feel like that's also being like, radicalized and pervertified. Is pervertified a word? I don't know. But it's also being, like just normalized, being the Jezebel, being the oversized black woman, or just being oversized woman. Like in the last video we watched, the young lady who had a 100-man adventure in one day. She wasn't a black young lady, she's a young lady, but the same thing still applies. The Jezebel spirit in a sense in the Bible, right? And the Sapphire being very like, loud with the mouth, or being very spicy when you talk, being very disrespectful, emasculating your husband or other men. Just talking crazy and all that stuff, right? That's also being very commercialized to the black community and our black women. And those are stereotypes. There are some truth to stereotypes. That's why they're stereotypes, but they are not the whole truth, right? I'm a black man. I like to eat fried chicken, sure. Watermelon tastes great. I am not slinging dope. I don't plan on going to jail anytime soon. I do not sag my pants. I don't do that. I don't do those things. So we're not a monolith, right?
There was actually a character called Sapphire Stevens on the Amazon Andy show.
And I guess you think you could cook, clean, and get along just fine all by yourself.
I does.
The representation of the angry black women. And that's kind of metamorphosized to today, where we just have sassy, angry black women who doesn't take anything from anybody.
Yeah.
Caricatures of black women have been around in Western culture for centuries. They're rooted in the transatlantic slave trade, when stereotypes were used to commodify black bodies and justify slavery. These characters were popularized in what Americans called minstrel shows, comedic performances in which white actors, in blackface, lampooned black people just to entertain other whites.
Throughout history, more often than not, black women are depicted in reductive ways that denies the different experiences and emotions that are a part of their life.
Aunt Jemima. Perfect pancakes in 10 shakes.
Depictions of black women in the media throughout time have been used to put...
That's product placement as well. You remember Tom and Jerry? That was the mammy, bro. That just kind of clicked. Whoa, that just kind of clicked. That was the mammy trope. Remember in Tom and Jerry, we had that really large black woman with the over, dramatic lips in the face and all that stuff. It was very racist.
Generalizations are useful. I constantly say this, but they're also shortcuts. And it feeds into our own racist imagination. And we miss the realities, the full depth of black women's stories. You're saying there is no complexity beyond this. Well, it's going to be no surprise that the audience and the creators alike are going to constantly think that we have represented black women in the way they are, when really what they've represented is just the same, this caricature over and over again.
Stereotypes like the mammy, Jezebel and Sapphire have, however, evolved over time, reinvented in characters like the welfare queen and the sassy black friend.
Oh, you looking for a sassy black friend?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Well, you got one now, girlfriend.
Look, tin of Red Bull, yeah? Pour half a Ray, fill the rest up with vodka. That is me, sorted.
These nails are digging in tonight.
I have ascribed to play the part of the welfare queen, and my mom is playing the mammy. And it's two, stereotypes together. With no deep interrogation as to why.
It's £10 to get in and drinks cost a fortune.
We just pop up as best friends of our white leads. I remember being on set and almost being asked to give us more sass, give us more attitude. I was back and I absolutely was complicit in the propaganda of the anti-blackness.
There you have it, yeah. And a lot of our ladies and men who are in the, entertainment industry, the business, they do this. Like our athletes, our hip hop artists, individuals who are being controlled by a larger corporation, billion-dollar businesses. You're doing certain things that fit the narrative for their agenda a lot of times. But let's get straight to my final thoughts, get straight to it. So my final thoughts, right? So these very distant, destructive, false tropes of black women, once again, they're stereotypes, so there may be some truths to them to an extent. However, they don't tell the whole story. They're not the whole truth. They are extended lies or exaggerated truths, which it's not the whole story. It's just something that's just really damaging. What does this benefit us? Especially when we're trying to protect black women. And that is the agenda. That is the agenda. Protecting our ladies, our children, especially us as men, we're supposed to be doing that. We have to keep our women safe and our children safe. Ourselves, we got to hold each other as a brotherhood in a sense in the community. We need to be there for them. We can't allow other corporations and companies to talk bad about them or outsiders. Shout out to Andrew Schultz, right?
What is the black girlfriend effect? This
You don't know about this.
Glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend. All of a sudden he's got buzz cut, clean shape up. Glows up, bro.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed around this black girl complaining about shit all the time. That's why they gotta shave their
Nah,
hair.
bro. White guys with black girlfriends,
They grow a
step,
beard
they step their
because
dick
there's
up.
more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of.
Like stuff like that. It's just whack, bro. It's like, stay out of it. It's not in your business. Yeah, we have our own dysfunctions, but are you talking about like the Jewish community like that, the Jewish women and their qualms with Jewish men? Are you talking about other racial nationalities and their own dynamics between men and women there? Or are you just talking about ours because it's an easy, low-hanging fruit? It's just lame to me. It's lazy. And we can't just sit here and allow that. Just like the two guys that were on the podcast with Andrew Schultz, just using it as an example. They've already apologized. Big shout out to them for owning up to it after the backlash. But it's just lame, bro. Like we can't allow this. And then there are more tropes or stereotypes, not just these three major ones: the Mammy, Jezebel, and Sapphire. There are a few other ones, like they were talking about the sassy black friend just being the loud, loose cannon, not just a Sapphire, but just being overly, extra, wearing all the pink hair and all the other extra stuff, and like the braids that don't match, and the super long fingernails. You heard of Joanna Man? You seen that? Like, why are we even adding into this? Like, us as black males. Like, shout out to Tyler Perry. It was me being, a little facetious. I don't really like Tyler Perry nor respect him that much, really. You are adding into this trope because you're playing that, basically all three tropes in one with, what's her name? Medea. Like, you're literally doing all three in one, low key. So you're not really helping. You're giving black people jobs. Respect that. Your own black network. I respect that. But you're kind of just using those same tropes to help a profit. Kind of like the young lady that was just talking a second ago. For credit, for like clout, right? For a profit. Like you're still adding into the dysfunction and the stereotypes. And you've been doing this character for a very long time. I'm getting kind of off subject, but it still matters to the subject matter. The whole point really is that we need to let these tropes die off. We can't keep bringing them back up and then allowing other outsiders of the community to profit and use this as a way of interpreting how our women are, when it's not the truth. It's not the whole truth. It's exaggerated. And you can tell me your thoughts in the comment section. This video is a little bit shorter than the last couple, but just give me your thoughts about what do you think, when it comes to these stereotypes for our ladies, even for us as men. Maybe I might make a video the other side of the coin soon, but I thought we need to really bring this up because a lot of black ladies are feeling some type of way, feeling like they're, being under scrutiny and being under attack recently because of certain things like this. Big shout out to Kendrick Lamar, K. Dot, Kung Fu Kenny, the boogeyman himself, for bringing light to this too. So big shout out to him. But yeah, give me your thoughts. Please check out the original content creator and subscribe, hit like button, notification bell as well if you like the channel. And I will see you guys on the next one. Be safe and yeah.